What's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and it is game week. It has been a long offseason. It was a long training camp, and it was a really long preseason. But we are finally here as we are, I believe, 4 sleeps away. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. We are 4 sleeps away, ladies and gentlemen, from being 1-0 and beating the Minnesota Vikings week 1 of the 2024 NFL season. Coming up on today's show, I wanted to react to what Daniel Jones had to say when he kind of predicted, guaranteed, I'll let you decipher that the Giants are going to make the NFL playoffs. Then we're going to do a mailbag, but mainly the reason for today's show, we'll tell you that around the corner. But first, as I want to welcome in producer Coop in the building. Coop, how we doing, man? It's game week, baby. It's game week.
It is game week. We are back. The NFL is back. Football is back. FPD in the chat. I don't care what he has to say. I'm ready to watch some real football, baby. And Daniel Jones is sounding confident.
Daniel Jones, he might have just bagged Kay Adams the way he's talking.
People are talking.
About the New York Giants and what they're going to do this season. But I want to hear from you in the chat. Who do you got this Sunday? Are you rolling with the Giants? Are you rolling with the Vikings? Type NYG for the Giants, MIN for the Vikings. My official prediction in our preview, which went live on Monday, I had the Giants winning the football game 20-16. A lot of field goals. Giants defense shows up in the red zone. They bend, but they do not break, and they hold Sam Darnold and that Vikings offense to 3 more times than not. That's kind of the key to victory for me. The reason Shane Bowen was brought here to be the new defensive coordinator for the Giants is because of the way that he was able to be successful and generate stops in the red zone with the Titans. If the Giants are going to do that, they are going to potentially win this football game. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Vikings, they're decently talented. Giants probably less talented, but I think anything can happen, especially in week 1. And
better quarterback in week 1.
Better quarterback. I am going to go Daniel Jones.
I think I am too.
Both are not great, to keep it polite. Both are not great. Sam Darnold, I think, is already on his 4th team in the NFL. He's been a part of the Jets. He's been a part of the Panthers, been a part of the Niners, and now the Vikings. His 4th team in the NFL. Somehow Daniel Jones is on year 6 with the New York Giants, but that's a different show for a different day. Both QBs are looking to rewrite their career this year. Can Sam Darnold do it with the Vikings, and can Daniel Jones do it in his final year with the New York Giants? We got 173 people in the building. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up icon, because we only have 27 likes. And as much as I love Brandon Jacobs, 27 likes, that's a bit embarrassing. Everybody that's watch the video right now, if you like the video, you get 181 likes. So please do so. Take 5 seconds to do so. It's free. Give me the OC. Let's ride. Coop, we do have a little bit of a super special super chat menu for today. As you guys know, Patrick Seatman, once a Giants producer, always a Giants producer, except for Saquon Barkley and Patrick Seatman. Patrick Seatman was once the live producer of New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. And he told me, once a Giant producer, always a Giant producer. And he left us high and dry, broke our hearts. He left us. And he's hosting the Minnesota Vikings channel.
What a joke.
People we dominated in the playoffs, number 1. And number 2, we play them week 1. And that's my roommate. We've been talking a lot of noise, a lot of chitter-chatter, Saquon Seatman, as they're calling him. And I want to beat him in Madden with you guys watching. The bosses told me the only way that tomorrow during my workday I am allowed to play Madden is if we get to $500 in Super Chats today. It's not my words. It is the boss's words. And I didn't even get to set the number. Thing is, the number they set for Vikings Now was 200. They already just got there. So this stream will be streamed on the Vikings channel only unless we get to $500 in Super Chats today. We've already played Madden 2 times. Vikings, Giants. We're 1-1. Tomorrow would be Game 7. The rubber match tomorrow. So if we get to $500 in Super Chats, tomorrow at about 5 p.m. Eastern time, we will go live on the channel, and I will beat Patrick Seatman yet again in Madden. It's up to you guys. Right now, the game's only going to be broadcasting on Vikings Now.
If you get the 500, I'll do a boot as well.
Wow.
You heard it.
So what I have been told is, since you've already met your mark, we're only going to stream the game on Vikings now, and we're going to make the channel private for subscribers. And if we do get there, we'll also open it up to Giants now. But that's up to y'all. That's up to y'all. And Patrick Seaman said if we get to 500 today, we'll do a beer boot race. Beer boot race if we get to 500 today. And we got Giants, Vikings, Madden, me Giants, obviously, Seeps Vikings, the losing team. Coop, I'm going to smoke him.
You're going to destroy him. Patrick Seaman, he folds under pressure.
He's not a gamer.
Not a gamer.
He's just not a high football IQ guy.
Never has been, never will be. That's why you're the number one flag football QB in America.
At one point, I might have been that, but I am washed up.
All right, we have to get to game time.
Because what time is it?
Game time.
Shout out to Game Time for sponsoring today's show, the number one ticketing app in America. In America, number one ticketing app in the game. Get started today by downloading the Game Time app, creating an account, and using the promo code ChatSports. And when you do that, you'll get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Some of the things I enjoy about Game Time is you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. Also, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite team play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching throughout thousands of tickets. It's the easiest app to use to get tickets, and it's also the one that I think looks out for their customers the most. I love to use the all-in pricing feature. That way the price that you see is the price that you pay, and you don't get smacked upside the head with all these hidden fees when you get to checkout. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use the promo code ChatSports, ChatSports, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Shout out to Game Time for sponsoring the show. Be a real one. Support the show. Support the sponsor. Joey DeLuca coming in with a $2 super chat. What's up, Joey? He says, let's go NYG. Beat the Vikings. Beat the Vikings. That's all you got to do. Start 1-0. The Vikings are a joke. Sam Darnold's their quarterback. It's a very winnable game. And I'm declaring it a must-win game. If you do not beat the Minnesota Vikings week 1 and you got to head into Washington 0-1 and then you lose that game,
it's over.
Your season's over. Yeah. You got to go 2-0. You want to compete? You want to play meaningful games in December? You want to wake up on Christmas Day and have the Giants season still be alive? You got to start 2-0 because after that, you got one of the toughest schedules in the National Football League. Joey, we appreciate you. We are officially on our way to $500 in Super Chats. That way, I could beat Patrick Seaman in Madden in front of you guys. Live commentary. Going to be a lot of fun. Connor James coming in with a $10 Super Chat. He says, Giants dub week 1. I agree. I mean, I've picked them to win. I think they are going to win, but it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a fight till there is 0 seconds left on that clock. I could see this game coming down to a game-winning field goal, a missed game-winning field goal, potentially maybe even a game-winning touchdown in overtime. I think that these teams are pretty close when it comes to overall talent on the roster. I'd give the slight nod to the Minnesota Vikings, but the Giants can go band for band, and they can stack up with them. The interior offensive line for the Vikings is the weak part. Dexter Lawrence needs to have a game. If he does, Giants will be 1-1. It's Johnny coming in with a $5 Super Chat. What's up, Johnny? Thank you for the love, my man. On our way to $500 in Super Chats today. It says, Marsh, do you play Fant? And did you pick up Trace or Theo? Do I play fantasy?
Correct.
Okay. Did I pick up Tyrone Tracy or Theo Johnson? I have Nabers, Theo, and Tracy in both my leagues. Let's beat Seeps and the Vikes this week. So I am in 2 leagues. Both of my leagues draft tonight while I'm at the Texas Rangers-Yankees game. So I will be doing not 1, but 2 fantasy drafts. 1 fantasy draft is at 9:30, so that'll be on the way home.
Okay.
The other one's at 8. I'll do that one on the phone as me and Coop are going to watch the Rangers and Yankees today. Got our tickets through Game Time. Shout out to them. Another reason to do that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to stay away from Giants players just because I think let's keep it honest. I don't think their offense is going to be that good.
I like Wandale.
I like Wandale Robinson as like a receiver off the bench. He's going to get a lot of targets. If you're in a PPR league, Wandale will be a good pick. I don't know. I have done no research for my leagues, which is dumb because one's $200 to get in, one is $100 to get in.
Draft tonight.
I actually got into the league yesterday, and then I got kicked out, and then I got back in. I was the replacement, and then the guy I replaced came back, and then he kicked that guy out, and now I'm in, and I got the number 9 pick, and my keeper CMC. I'm like, I'm in, baby.
Let's go.
I'm in. But the only guy I would take that I'd love to have is Malik Nabers, and if I had to bet, which I have no idea, his ADP is probably extremely high. He's probably going way too early.
Yeah, he's probably going, third, fourth round?
I was thinking, late second, early third, maybe fourth round in a lot of leagues. I don't mind Tracy and Theo Johnson, but I also don't think those are guys you're going to necessarily have to draft.
Yeah, you could get those guys on the waiver wire.
I probably can give you a better answer tomorrow after I go through my first 2 drafts of the fantasy football season. Make sure you are in today, our mailbag. If you want to have your questions featured, we got 2 segments today. We're talking Daniel Jones and what he had to say about the playoffs, and we got a mailbag coming up. If you want to be featured on the mailbag, hashtag Giants or Super Chat. All Super Chats that make it on the show today, we're going to include those in the mailbag if they are Giants applicable. And if you want to try to get in the old-fashioned way, hashtag Giants. And Jeffrey Cooper's team, producer Coop, he will choose the best questions to get in on the mailbag. Nicole O'Brien coming in with a $5 Super Chat. Shout out to Nicole, always supporting, always being a real one. Thank you for being here, as always. Says, call me crazy, but I want running back Turbo Miller to return kicks. Well, Dante Miller right now is on the practice squad for the New York Giants. You can only call up a player from the practice squad 4 times before they are on the active roster. If I had to make a bet on when and if Turbo plays on the active roster, it will be when and if there is an injury to any of the running backs, whether it's Singletary, whether it's Tracy, or whether it is Eric Gray. If one of those guys get hurt, then you will see Dante Miller added to the active roster. If they all stay healthy, I'm not sure that Miller actually gets on to the game day 48 roster. So that's kind of my thought on that. I'd like to see Tyrone Tracy back there. I know that he hurt his ankle in practice when doing that, but man, if you're going to be a backup running back in this league and you don't really play special teams, it's going to be tough, especially if you're a rookie. He's dynamic with the ball in his hands. I'd like to see Tyrone Tracy get some work back there, but I bet it's going to be Gunnar Olszewski. And I've been hearing Adore Jackson could be returning punts, which that puts the fear of life into me because he is our second best corner on the team. But you know what? That's a future Marsh problem to stress and worry about. The deal of the day for today's live show is if we can get to $500 in Super Chats tomorrow, we're going live on the channel, and you guys are going to get to watch me play Patrick Seatman in Madden. He'll roll with his Vikings. I'll roll with my Giants. We've played 2 times already. I'm 1-1. He's 1-1, meaning we've each won 1 and we've each lost 1. The boss has said the only way that I am allowed to play Madden tomorrow at work is if we get to $500 in Super Chats. Vikings now, Patrick Seatman and his channel, they already got to their benchmark. So that game will be streamed on the Vikings channel. And if we don't get there, they said they're going to make it private and no Giants fans are allowed to watch. I said that was kind of BS, but you know what? You don't always agree with what your boss is, and they get to make the rules. If we want to make this happen, Giants Live, Vikings, Giants, Madden, Marsh, Seeps. That's where we're at. We're at $23, $22.98, $21.98 right now. Long way to go, but the way that I know this chat rolls, and that's why the bosses set the number so high, because they know the way that y'all roll. We'll see. Maybe we get there. Maybe we don't. We'll keep you updated throughout the show. When would we go live? Tomorrow if we do get there, tomorrow would be around 5 p.m. Eastern time. 5 p.m. Eastern time. It'll also be a video on the channel so you can go back and watch it at any time. Corinne says, I'll be on the road. Are you going to be driving? You can get it playing through the speakers. Get a little phone mount, watch us. I'm going to cook Seeps. Like, whether we're live on this channel, whether we're not live on this channel, I'm going to cook. And I've got a bone to pick. Mr. Rick, Mr. Cha, he sent in a $100 super chat to the Vikings channel to make sure that they go live.
Mr. Rick!
Mr. Rick. I'm sure he'll be here. Nope says go deep. I don't know. NYG all day says, Marsh, you better throw some deep ones to Neighbors.
The one thing I know about Seeps is when the cameras and the lights get bright, he shrivels. Shrivels.
Unbelievable. We'll see, though. We'll see. Long way to go. Still got $480 to go. Someone's going to have to do some banging today. That's for sure. Every $50 super chat, I'm doing a beer shotgun.
Let's go.
Going to the Yanks Rangers in a little bit. Got a pregame. Let's talk about what Daniel Jones just said. Give me a sec here. Pull that script up. What do we got? All right. Let's do it. Michael Cook in the building. What up? Shout out to Nope. We got 230 people watching. Still only 79 likes. Please, 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 please hit that thumbs up icon. Would greatly appreciate it. It's free. It's easy. It supports the show. It helps us grow. If you're watching today, I bet you want all those things to happen. So please, just take 5 seconds to hit the thumbs up icon. It would mean a lot to the kid. Daniel Jones said what? We're going to break that down on today's show. Daniel Jones spoke to the media, and I cannot believe what he just said. But first, Patrick Seatman, former New York Giants now producer, host now of the Vikings channel we have here at Chat Sports, he told me today that there is no way this video could get to 2,000 likes. He said the Giants now real ones, they ain't that real. Let's prove him wrong. If you want to be 1-0 and you want to stick it to Seeps, hit that thumbs up icon right now. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by as we react to a confident Daniel Jones as he spoke to the media. He was asked what his expectations are for this upcoming season for himself and the football team, and for the first time, he didn't say, we're going to take it day by day. We're just going to try to improve. We're going to just handle what we can handle, control what we control. No! He went out there, and he said, we certainly plan to play in the playoffs. I've never heard him talk like this. He's always giving you that coach speak, that boring speak, and there's been a lot of rumors of, is he dating Kay Adams? Is he not dating Kay Adams? I'll say this much. The beard, the confidence, maybe he did bag Kay Adams because I've never seen a non-Kay Adams Daniel Jones speak like this before. He laid it all out on the table, and I bet that's some Kay Adams appreciates. This was a full quote from Daniel Jones. He said, we have high expectations of this team, and we certainly plan to play in the playoffs, plan to play in the postseason. We're going to get there by focusing on what we are doing right now. We've got high expectations of what we can do as a group on offense. I think based on the work we've put in and progress we've made, we expect to be a good unit, score a lot of points, and attack a defense a lot of different ways. It's just so refreshing to finally hear Daniel Jones exude some confidence, talk with some swag, and not be the boring dude up there all the time. Like, it was awesome to hear him say, we're going to go do this because we're good. We expect to win games. We expect to play in the playoffs. We expect to compete. I got tired of always hearing the guy that didn't show any confidence of one day at a time. Focus on us. Control what we control. That shit's cool when you're winning 12 games every year. But when you're consistently picking inside the top 10, give me something to stand on. Give me something to fall in love with. Hype me up. Daniel Jones, he fired me the hell up by saying, I expect to be in the playoffs. Well, go do it because nobody thinks you can do it. The odds makers out west, they think the Giants are going to be one of the worst football teams in the NFL. Their win total is set at just 6.5 this season. Their playoff odds, they're plus 400 to make the playoffs. They're plus 2,000 to win the NFC East. They're plus 6,600 to get the NFC title. And they're plus 20,000 to win the Super Bowl. Nobody believes in the Giants. Chat Sports just put out a power rankings of every team in the NFL. All 25 people put their rankings in, and everybody had the Giants as a bottom 7 team in the NFL. And I love it. Nobody believes in us. And I love it because when the public, everybody's all in on something, they're usually not right. And maybe the Giants aren't going to be great this year, but I don't see how they're going to be the worst team in the NFL. And I do think that they are going to at least play some competitive football down the stretch. But it is very, very important for the Giants to get this season started right because you have a very winnable game week 1 at home, Sunday at 1 p.m. No pressure, no bright lights. You got the C team from Fox and Jonathan Vilma on the call. Go win the football game. Because then you get to play the Washington Commanders in week 2. They're one of the worst football teams in the NFL. The New York Football Giants have a legit chance to start 2-0. And I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say that week 1 and week 2 are must-wins. If you want to make the playoffs, if you want to have that game on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys be meaningful, if you want to be potentially fighting for a playoff spot in week 17 or week 18, you need to start the season 2-0 because it gets really tough after that with games against the Browns, Cowboys, Seahawks, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers. Then you get 2 easy ones against Commanders and Panthers, but then right back to it. The Bucks, Cowboys, Saints, Ravens, Falcons, Colts, Eagles. You've got one of the harder schedules in the National Football League. The winning percentage of the opponents the Giants are playing from last season is over 500. You've got the 6th hardest schedule based off of opponent win percentage from the 2023 season. That is why the first 2 weeks are so important. Go beat the Vikings. Then you start feeling yourself. Go beat the Commanders. You really start believing in yourself. And the momentum in professional sports is real. Remember the 2022 season? Giants were like 5-2, 6-2. They believed in themselves. They beat teams they weren't supposed to, like the Baltimore Ravens and like the Green Bay Packers. How about you start 2-0 and you go into Cleveland with some swag? Or maybe you go and beat the Cowboys. Start 2-0, and this thing could really right itself the right way. 6.5 wins, though, for the New York Giants is the win total set in Las Vegas. Over? Under. You're at the books. Let me know. Type O for under, type U for under. O for over, U for under. 6.5 wins. Coming up next, I am going to outline how the New York Giants can punch their tickets to the 2024 NFL playoffs. Will it be easy? No. Will it take some absolutely phenomenal performances? It will. And I'll tell you how they could do that. But first, if you're looking for last-minute tickets to Giants, Vikings, any Week 1 game, or ever any last-minute tickets, get hooked up with Game Time. Because what time is it? It is Game Time. They are the sponsor of today's show, and they are the #1 ticketing app in the game. When you download the app, create an account, use the promo code CHATSPORTS, and they're going to hook you up with $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite team play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. The reason I consistently and only buy tickets through Game Time is because of the way that they take care of their customers. Like the Game Time Picks, like the all-in pricing feature, like how prices drop as the events get closer. And they guarantee you get the best price. How can you not appreciate that? Download the Game Time app if you're looking for tickets to the Giants games, Knicks games, Mets games, Yankees games. Do it with our proud sponsor, Game Time. Look, we love having Game Time as a sponsor, and the only way we're going to be able to keep them around is if you guys support the sponsor. Everyone goes to games. Everyone goes to events. Everyone goes to concerts. Just do it with Game Time and save yourself $20 off your first purchase with the promo code promo code ChatSports. That's promo code ChatSports for $20 off. Download the app, create an account, CHATSPORTS for $20 off. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's show. If the New York Giants are going to get back to being in the playoffs, it has to be the best year of Daniel Jones' career. That's really the only way it is going to happen. If DJ enters this season and he plays his tail off, and he plays like a lot of people think he can, Giants are going to be fine. But it's got to be better than anything he's done in the National Football League so far. Crazy to think, maybe the best year of his career was his rookie season, where he threw 24 touchdowns in 12 games, averaged 2 touchdown passes per game. But he only completed 61.9% of his passes, and he threw 12 interceptions. I'm looking for a stat line similar to 2022, where he played in 16 games and he threw for 15 touchdowns and just 5 interceptions. But I'd like for it to be closer to 20 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Also, he needs to get back to running the football. I know that the Giants and Daniel Jones only played 6 games for the New York Giants because he tore his ACL. But I feel like one of the most under-talked about weapons of that 2022 Giants team when they did make the playoffs was his ability to be a threat as a runner. His ability for defensive coordinators to have to account for him every single play, have to account for all 11 players on the field every single play. 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. Can he duplicate that again in 2024? Most importantly, though, he's just got to be better than he ever has. I know a lot of people said that he was great in 22 and he deserved that contract, but the advanced analytics tell me that he really wasn't all that good. His big-time throw percentage in 2022 ranked 39th. Last year, it ranked 38th. His turnover-worthy play percentage, 21st in 2022. 8th this past year, which was better. His ADOT, his average depth of target. How far do you throw the football down the field? 40th in 2022 and 39th in 2023. Like, those numbers all need to drastically improve. The Giants need to be an explosive offense if they're going to win games, and it's all resting on the shoulders of number 8. Also, on the other side of the coin, when you talk about the defense, they're going to have to bring it too. They need to be top 10. And I almost put that they need to be top 5. This defense has more talent on it than the offense. This defense has more money spent on it than the offense and way more investments. If the Giants are going to be a playoff team this year, it is going to be because of Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau. You gave Dexter Lawrence $90 million. You gave Brian Burns $150 million. Kayvon Thibodeau was a top 5 pick. They all need to have potentially the best seasons of their career. These 3 guys need to combine for 30 sacks. And I'd like to see them close to 150 pressures. It's doable, but they got to be the heartbeat of this defense. And you need just adequate play in the secondary behind them. You need Deonte Banks to take a step. He needs to become a lockdown corner. He needs to be that guy you thought you were selecting in round 1. Can Cordell Flott improve? Can Drew Phillips as a rookie make a play? Does Adoree Jackson still have gas left in the tank? You need your pass rush to get there, and you need your Giants DBs to hold up in coverage. Also, you're going to need Malik Nabers to be sensational. You're going to need him to be generational. You need this guy to walk into the NFL and say, I'm here. Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's what you need for Malik Nabers. Now, if he finishes second, sure. But he needs to be in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I said it when they drafted him. I said it before they drafted him. Malik Nabers will change life for the New York Giants offense. And I truly do believe that. I think he's going to end the season, and we're going to talk about him as a top 25 receiver in the National Football League. He'll beat you over the top. He can operate in the intermediate game. He can catch it and go. He needs to be kind of what Plaxico Burress was to Eli Manning for Daniel Jones. He needs to be that receiver that he can lean on, and when in doubt, he says, Malik's down there somewhere, F it. I need to see 8-1 time and time again, because 8 plus 1, it equals 6. And the Giants, they need to score a lot of touchdowns this year. I like the receivers in general, though. Like, Darius Slayton's a solid, too. Can Wan'Dale Robinson in year 3, in the slot, a year removed from the ACL, take a step and be a productive football player? And Jalen Hyatt, does he improve? I believe in the kid. I trust the kid's skill set. Giants need to do a better job of helping out him and putting him in a spot to be more successful. Maybe the most important thing on this list outside of Daniel Jones is the offensive line has to improve. And I'm not saying go from 32 to 30 or 30 to 25 or 25 to 20. You need to be a top 16 offensive line. You need to be better than half of the offensive linemen, other offensive lines in this league. You do. You gave up 85 sacks last year. It was a joke, the offensive line that the New York Giants trotted out last year. Especially when you factor in that Andrew Thomas had his hamstring torn in half on the first drive of the season. Ben Bredesen stinks. Mark Lewinsky stinks. Evan Neal stinks. And you know what you did? You went out and made major improvements. And I'll give a hats off and a round of applause for Joe Shane for making moves on the offensive line. He went out and added John Runyon. He went out and added Greg Van Roten. He went out and added Jermaine Illuminor. All 3 of those players have played at an elite level. Elite may be a little bit of a stretch. A solid level in this league. Greg Van Roten was the number 5 ranked guard last year. Jermaine Illuminor was the 28th ranked tackle Remember, 2 tackles start. He was better than half of the tackles. And John Runyon, he was ranked 48th. So they played solid. You just need those guys to continue to do it and improve this year and grow as a unit. Have John Michael Schmitz take a step, and you're going to be in a good spot. The red zone offense is another spot where there needs to be drastic improvement. The reason the Giants were able to be successful in 2022, the reason they were able to stack wins and play in the playoffs and win a playoff game was because of how well they fared in complementary football. And that started with them getting to the red zone and walking away with 6 and 7 instead of 3s. Good teams score touchdowns in the red zone. Bad teams kick field goals in the red zone. 2022, the Giants were a good team. They scored on 64.8% of their red zone trips, 5th best in the NFL. 2023, the Giants were a bad football team. They were also a bad red zone offense. They only scored touchdowns on 29.4% of their red zone trips, 30th in the NFL. We could say all this stuff, but you need to score 6 in the red zone. You got to get back to this number if you want to be competing in the playoffs. And, honestly, you need a Brian Dable masterclass. You need Dable to be in the running for Coach of the Year. Again, the award he won in his first season as the New York Giants. He's adding the play calling responsibilities to his duty for the full time. Sure, he called plays last year. He ran the meetings last year. We heard that he took play calling away from Kafka multiple times. But now it's on his plate. It's his job. He's the head coach. He's got to get it right. You need Brian Dable to be an elite coach. If he is, and you do all the things we talked about, you're at least going to have a shot to maybe in Week 18 punch your ticket to the playoffs. If you want that to happen, if you want the Giants to make the playoffs, go down right now and hit that thumbs up icon. Speak it into existence. Like the video, and we'll be back in the playoffs. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'm on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there. Let's talk Big Blue. And let's go.
1 down, 1 to go.
Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride.
Marsh, Rob Jigga in the chat.
Rob Jigga, what's up, man?
Was wondering what the raffle is going to be on Sunday.
Rob, we spoke about this, brother. It's going to be a Malik Nabers jersey.
He said, can you explain the rules of the raffle for Sunday? I might not be able to make it and do not want to miss out.
I do not know at this current moment. I would assume it's probably going to be a $20 Venmo or something like that. For these raffles this year, we're going to do more Venmo-based stuff because, just to keep it honest,
you get to keep more.
We get to keep more. YouTube likes to take a lot of the super chats, whereas Venmo goes directly into supporting this channel and helps this company grow at a faster rate. So it'll probably be Venmo and Cash App only for raffles this year, and maybe $20 to get in on the jersey raffle, maybe 15, maybe 10. I haven't decided yet, and I haven't been told. Things roll downhill. I got to hear it from the bosses first before I can give you a definitive answer.
That's above our pay grade.
It's above our pay grade. They don't pay me enough to make those decisions. Dax, what's up, homie? My man Dax, big time. Rob says, damn. Why damn? Why damn, Rob? Rob Simpy in the building. What's up? We got Dax, Rob Simpy, a whole bunch of real ones in the building today. Rosario. Guzzo. What's up, Guzzo? I do want to let you guys know about the deal of the day. If you guys want to see me play, and by play I mean beat Patrick Seatman live on the channel tomorrow, there we go. Nope, we're back. There we go. If we get to $500 in super chats today, lofty goal. I know, I get it. That's from the bosses. I'm going to spend part of my workday tomorrow live on this channel beating Patrick Seatman in Madden. I argued to get this number a little bit lower, but the bosses said, if you're going to take 2 hours out of your workday tomorrow and play Madden, got to get to $500 in super chats. Patrick Seatman and his channel, Vikings Now, they just logged off live. They got there.
They did.
So that means the stream will be streamed on their channel. I like it to be streamed on this channel. I think it'd be pretty cool. You guys know Seeps, once a Giants producer, always a Giants producer, except for Saquon Seatman. But that's where we're at. I want to play him in Madden. I've already beat him once. He did beat me once. Tomorrow's the rubber match.
Can't believe you let him beat you.
I know. It was kind of BS. Came down to the last play. One, I missed a PAT.
Oh, no.
And I lost by 4. So I missed the PAT with like 5 minutes left. So I'm down 1. Then he kicks a field goal to go up 4. I get down to inside the 10. 20 seconds left. I complete a pass. I go for the no-huddle offense. Game over. No, I did get the snap off. I didn't get to see the play, and I missed the read. Didn't score. I pulled a Daniel Jones. But moral of the story is, if you guys want to see us play Madden tomorrow live on the channel, we got to get to $500 of Super Chats. It's a long way to go. It's going to take a team effort. And every $50, I'm doing a beer shotgun. Seep said if we get to 500, we'll do a beer boot race. Those are the deals of the day. Shout out to Marty. My man Marty in the building showing love. Shout out to my guy. Always, always, always being a real one. He says, allow me to kick it off. Call you Graham Gano. Get this party kicked off. Shout out to Marty. We appreciate you. What's up?
Nope is keeping track.
Nope's keeping track. Nope, we're up to $23.98. Long way to go.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
I would like to play Madden at work tomorrow. I think everybody in the world would like to play Madden at work. But we got a long way to go. Deals are deals. That's the deal I made with the bosses. We'll see if we can get there. Still a long, long, long way to go. We are about to get into a mailbag on today's show. All Super Chats that come in will be on the mailbag. And if not, hashtag Giants or Super Chat.
Be sure to get your questions in.
Get your questions in. If you're new, just go into the comment section, drop your question, and include hashtag Giants just as it is appearing on your screen. That way, producer Coop can pull it up on screen, and we can answer your questions, and we can talk some New York Giants football as we are 4 sleeps away. 4 sleeps away. 4 sweeps away. 4 sleeps away. As we got a 3-point goal. Rob Simpy. Bang! Shout out to Rob Simpy. A $50 Super Chat says, done and done. Drink. You look thirsty. I'll tell Patrick Seatman to bring me a brewski.
He's not doing anything else.
He's not doing anything out there. Not doing anything. His channel already got to their goal of the day. So the man's chilling.
Shout out, Rob Simpy. I love that profile pic. That's a little crazy.
Rob Simpy commented on my Instagram picture. He goes, Marsh, Neighbors? I'm like, no, he said Marsh LSU. I'm like, it's Neighbors, Rob Simpy. He didn't have a number for the longest time in the world, so I bought a Malik Nabers LSU jersey.
It would have been a Giants one if they had put his number out.
If they would have let him wear number 1 before August 30th, I would have bought the jersey 4 months ago. But you know what? Not how it worked. But we did get a number. Malik Nabers officially wearing number 1. Comes out of retirement.
Producer Seepson.
And that's where we are. Patrick Seatman back in the studio. Are you ready for this, dude? We got a long way to go. Where's Mr. Rick at? Unbelievable. He did. Mr. Rick did tell me my score prediction. I will not tell the chat that because that is not true. Just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm going 2016. Y'all are settling for a lot of field goals in the red zone. That's how we beat y'all. Y'all settle for 3.
Giants have the better quarterback in this game.
We do. It's a head coach quarterback league. We got a better head coach. We got a better quarterback
league.
Which head coach won in the playoffs head to head? I forgot that. What happened that game?
Interesting. Last time I checked, it was Brian Dable.
How many playoff wins does Kevin McDonald have? 0. Oh, okay.
How many does Dable have? More than that.
How many coach of the years does McDonald have? Okay,
0.
Dable's got 1. How many AFC championship appearances does he have as a coordinator? Oh, he was on Sean McVay's back? Must be nice. Must be nice. I think Dable's got a couple bowls as he did coach under the great Nick Saban and Billy B.
Sean in the chat says,
Mr. Rick decided to make it to the stream today.
He said, I can't believe I ponied up $100 to see you play video games.
We might need some help over here, Mr. Rick. The boss has set our number a lot higher than Patrick Seatman's number.
Mr. Rick, he called it shy. Said if somebody sends 100, I'll match it. So that's how we got there.
Hey, well, Rob Simpy, this one's for you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Shout out Rob Simpy. Marty Malela?
You want to hand me that? Thank you.
Thank you. Shut.
This Rangers-Yankees game is going to be electric.
I can't wait. Dollar Dog Night at the park?
Dollar Dogs. Mr. Rick, I will not tell the Giants chat what your score prediction was.
We don't want to do that.
But you broke my heart. I'm just going to let you know. You just broke my heart a little bit.
Shout out to Marty. Is this Malaya?
Marty. Malaya. I don't know. Marty, can you tell us how to say your last name via the chat?
He said he thought he was kicking it off. He entered the chat late.
You kicked it off of the – that was the second quarter kickoff.
Yes,
second quarter kickoff. We still got a long way to go, ladies and gentlemen. Long way to go. But I don't know. I believe in this chat. I just do.
They've never let you down.
They're not going to let me down.
Never.
Definitely not today. If I have to do some maybe negotiating behind the scenes with James Yoder about the total, I will. But you got to give me something to stand on. I can't walk to him and say the goal was 500 and we got to 83.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least got to work with me. I work with you. You work with me.
Help me, help you, help me.
Help me, help you, help us.
There you go.
Hey. He says, I'll tell. 21-17 Vikes. DJ throws a pick six.
Mr. Rick.
Mr. Rick, good vibes only. Good vibes only, Mr. Rick. I had enough bad vibes in Vegas. I lost way too much money there.
We got F'd the last night.
We
were
did.
good.
We were good.
We were good, and then we got F'd.
The dealers were cheating.
Oh, absolutely.
Every time they get a 10, they get another 10.
The one guy who was looking at the other guy at the table.
Unbelievable. Yeah. The Vegas dealers, you either suck or you're good. And I hate when you get the ones that suck. Unbelievable.
What up, Joey?
Joey in the building. We are going to get to a mailbag coming up right now. So if you want to be featured on the mailbag, hashtag Giants or Super Chat to get on today's show. All Super Chats that are New York Giants applicable, we will answer those. Coop, I feel like we're low on questions. I don't know where we're at. The chat seems a little dead to me. I'm not going to lie. We're 4 sleeps away from week 1, and you guys are sleeping. Wake up. You look like the Giants in week 1 last year. 40-0. Wake up. Where's the energy? Where's the intensity? I can't be the only one like this. I've been waiting 12 months for the Giants football season to start because it ended after week 1 last year. Been waiting 12 freaking months. We're not losing 40-0 this year. I'll tell you that much. My man Rob Jigga coming in with a $20 super chat. Shout out to Rob Jigga. Says real ones show up. Anyone else going to the Fan Fest Friday night? Best chat ever. Fan Fest Friday sounds like a blast.
That does sound
I think Mr. Rick told me that, and it may be too late at this point. They were giving those tickets away for free. I think he said they were giving those tickets away for free to make up for the medium Pepsi debacle from 2 years ago. But
the Pepsi was crazy.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Mr. Rob Simpy, we are officially more than a fifth of the way there.
Let's go.
If we had to do 5 laps on the track, we've made 1 lap. We've made 1 lap. Rob Jigga, thank you for being a real one. Thank you for always supporting this show. And thank you, my man, for always showing love to me. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You always saying we want Giants Live makes me want to do Giants Lives even more because I know you're going to be here and I know you're going to be showing a lot of love. He says, real ones are showing up. Is anyone else going to the Fan Fest? Let them know. Maybe you can meet up with Rob Simpy and we can have a Giants Now group meetup. Let's ride. K Brown coming in with a $5 super chat. K Brown, thank you for the love. Says, how do you feel about Isaiah Simmons' rookie prediction for Nabers with DJ being the QB? Love the channel. I actually just saw that before I hopped on live today. He said, offensive rookie of the year, 1,500 yards, less than 3 drops, and what was the touchdown? The touchdowns were...
Lord Buddy Bear's in the chat.
Lord Buddy Bear. I don't remember what the touchdown was. The touchdown numbers were. that Simmons predicted for him.
If he had 1,500 yards as a rookie, would that not make him the best rookie of all time?
Unbelievable. I don't know. I think Justin Jefferson might have had close to that.
Yeah.
But 1,500's a lot.
He said 12 touchdowns.
12 touchdowns? How about we just get to 1,000 yards?
1,000 yards?
Let's get to 1,000 yards, and that'd be cool with me. I'd be cool with that. I mean, 1,500 yards with 12 touchdowns. Dude's going to be an all-pro. Look, I think he's going to be special. I really, really do. He's already the most popular player on the Giants. It's actually crazy.
By far.
You look at the way the media follows him around and surrounds him in the locker room. They don't do that with anybody else. Unbelievable. We are doing a little bit of a deal today. If we get to $500 in Super Chats, I get to play Patrick Seatman live on the channel tomorrow in Madden. Live on the channel tomorrow in Madden. I'm playing Patrick Seatman. He's using his Minnesota Vikings. I'm using our New York Football Giants. We're 1-1. The rubber match is tomorrow. It'll be a little bit of a preview. We'll have Patrick Seatman talk about why he thinks the Vikings are going to win. I'm going to talk about why I think the Giants are going to win. So you'll get more than just a Madden game. You'll get a preview. You'll get to see them up close and personal. We'll be on the headsets. We'll be talking. You'll be watching the game. I thought it would be fun for you guys. I know you guys are fans of Patrick Seatman. But the boss has said if we're going to play Madden on the company's time, we got to get to $500 in Super Chats. The goal for Vikings was 200. They got there. We still got a long way to go. We haven't even beat the Vikings channel today. Like, if we're going to beat the Vikings on Sunday, we got to beat them today. They got to $200 and I think $30 in Super Chats. We're at 108. Right now, the mindset is we're just going to walk into MetLife at noon on Sunday and lose. Are we going to fight?
Are you going to fight for the Giants, for the logo, for the city? Or are you just going to let Patrick Seatman walk in there and beat you?
Unbelievable. NYG says, why do they have 200? Because their channel is at 28,000 subscribers and ours is at 52,000. Math. I didn't make the rules. That's what James Yoder said. Blame James Yoder.
You can tweet him at James Yoder, I think.
Yeah, you can. Corinne says 200 for them, 500 for us doesn't seem fair. They've got 27,000 subs. We've got 52. Look, I wish we could have only done 200. It's not what I said. We haven't even got to 200, though. How about once we get to 200, maybe we can reevaluate.
Start negotiating.
We could start negotiating if we get to 200. But you got to give me something to stand on here, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 108. Maybe the ideas in my head that I come up with aren't actually that good. I'm doubting myself now.
Don't doubt yourself.
Unbelievable. Cha says, because Cha gave them 100. Feel bad for them. Even if you take away Cha's 100, they're still winning. They're at 115. We're at 108, baby. Santi Loco from the 505 says, Marsh, my guy, it's Henny time. It's never Henny time here.
No Henny.
I'm off the Henny. Marsh on the Henny was a bad person. He was a bad person. I'm a tequila guy now.
Big ranch water guy.
Big ranch water. It's low in cal. I was getting hydrated with the water, and I'm getting some vitamin C with the lime.
Yeah, that works.
That works, getting some vitamins.
Yeah.
M. Dot says, I think you're already destroying them. Destroying who? Destroying me? Destroying you? Don't set yourself so low. Come on, real ones. Rob Simpy did his part.
True that.
But look, I get it. I'm not going to sit up here and do the whole Begapalooza. We're better than that. Buddy Bear says, heard you got wrecked in Vegas.
It's a good time, Buddy Bear.
I'll just say that the house won.
Did the house win?
Their house, not my house.
Yeah.
Their house.
The house especially on Sunday, got us pretty bad there, Buddy Bear. Excalibur, I will never be inside you again.
I was cooking at Caesar's Palace.
You were.
Why did we not go back? Caesar loved me.
Yeah. Julius was a big fan of us. We should have gone
Caesar
back
loved
there.
me. Why did we not go back?
That was a bad decision on our part.
Blackjack at 4 a.m. at the Palace was elite.
And then after LSU effed us.
LSU effed us. LSU effed us. They did. LSU effed me. Why did I bet on Texas A&M? I'm a loser.
Yeah, never bet on
I'm a loser. I bet on Texas A&M. My head was in a bad spot. Mr. Rick says, same deal I gave Patrick Seatman. He says, if someone sends a $100 super chat, he will send a $100 super chat. That's a hell of a deal. That's a hell of a deal. See if we get there. Sugar Boy. That's how I'm going with that. Yeah. Sugar Boy. $10 super chat. Shout out to Sugar Boy. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. You're a real one. If you got a comment, question, thought, drop it in the comment section, and I'll answer it right now. Thanks for supporting this show. Thank you for being here. As Ice Boy, a first time super chatter for Ice Boy. Shout out to the Ice Boy. Left wrist on bling brow.
Right wrist on wrist, baby.
Shout out to the Ice Boy. Says, when do Nabers jerseys come back? Are you saying they are already sold out? Are you saying they are already sold out? If you go to chatsports.com/Nabers, you can get a Giants Malik Nabers jersey today. And it says, let's say special event items. Orders containing this product will be shipped separately. This item will be shipped no later than October 15th. That's unbelievable.
October 15th for a Nabers jersey?
That's when it will be shipped no later than that. So if you go to chatsports.com/Nabers, you can get a Malik Nabers jersey today. And it might be shipped in a couple of months. That's what happens when you wait until 3 days before the season starts to pick a number. As we got a 3-point goal. Marty Malala! Bang! Bang! Double M's in the chat. I need everyone to type double M in the chat. Marty putting up an MVP performance today. He's putting his team on the back.
Let's go.
Marty, you're a legend, brother. We appreciate you. My man, my man, my man. Let's go. He says, I'll do it, Cha. You're up. I don't ever doubt the Cha.
Mr. Rick.
You don't ever doubt the Rick. The Rickening is coming for Mr. Rick. Everybody showing him some love. Give me some double M's in the chat. Showing love as Ice Boy coming back with a $5 super chat. Says, also, I forgot to say, I appreciate y'all. I watch you guys every day during my grueling work shift. Man, you know what?
Shout out, man.
Shout out to you. That makes me fired up. It's always nice to see when people actually genuinely appreciate what we do, man, because we put a lot of work into this stuff. Like, this isn't a hobby. This is my full-time job. I'm working 50-plus hours a week. I'm giving up every Giants game day to come and hang out with you guys. And I'll be honest, there's nothing more I would want to do than watch the New York Giants with my dad on a Sunday on his couch while he's grilling. But you know what? I don't get to do that anymore. And that's okay, because I get to watch Giants games with you, and that's just as good for me. So, Ice Boy, I appreciate
Shout
you.
out, man.
Thank you for the appreciation. And how about a good season? Let's go Big Blue. How about 40-0 the other way this year? As we got a 3-point goal, Rob Simpy, bang! Shout out to Rob Simpy. Give me some RSs in the chat. Give me some RSs in the chat for Rob Simpy. He says, I'll take my total to 100. Cha, 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 cha. I'm going to tell Patrick Seatman to bring me another warm HD.
Chaw says Chaw says he has to get up from the dinner table. It's coming.
What's for dinner, Mr. Rick? Dinner at 5:30?
You're crazy.
That's called supper. Anything before 6 o'clock is called supper.
Is that true?
I don't know. Did you never had those people like growing up? It's like, I got to go home for supper. It's dinner. It's called dinner.
It's dinner.
Let's ride. Buddy Bear says RS. M.80 says RS. Joey DeLuca, RS. John C, RS. Marty, RS. Rob Jigga, RS. Real Gamer, RS. NYG All Day says, I lost count. We're officially at 275. We are more than halfway there. Oh!
Living. Don't want to get banned.
Oh, yeah. We might get banned for that. As my man Eric Cruz Shout out to Eric Cruz, my man, my man, my man. Thank you for the love. Thanks for always being here and being a real one. Says excited for the game on Sunday. I got tickets to the game, and I'm taking my daughter to her first Giants game. Let's go, Giants. That is awesome, Eric Cruz. I will say some of my favorite memories are going to Giants games with my pops, so that's awesome. I'm super pumped and happy for you that you get to do that. She's going to enjoy it. She's going to remember that forever. How about a win? How about a win for the Cruz family today? And maybe a little salsa. Maybe a little salsa. That'd be pretty cool. Eric Cruz, we appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're up to 280 now. We're up to 280. We're up to 280. NYG all day says, I went to the Rams-Giants game last year. Brutal. That's brutal.
Was that a bad one?
I think so. Honestly, don't remember. Oh, the after 40-0 last year,
It didn't matter.
it was all a blur.
Yeah.
It was beat down after beat down, and then DeVito with a little fairy tale Disney story mixed in between. Unbelievable. NYG says most memorable was Colts game in 2022. The Landon Collins pick 6 game. The Landon Collins pick 6 games. Vince G said, did Danny guarantee the Giants will make the playoffs? I'm not going to say, Coop, he guaranteed.
It's not a guarantee.
But he said the expectation is to make the playoffs.
And good on him for saying that. That should be the expectation of every single NFL team. So I'm glad that he came out and said it. And like you said, it deviates from what he normally is, which is just coach speak and QB speak.
Like, how many times have we heard Daniel Jones take the podium? You know, I think we're getting better. We're taking it day by day. We don't want to look too far ahead. We're going to control what we can control. No, he didn't say that. He just said, we expect to be in the playoffs. Like, we expect to be there. That
Plain
tells
and
me he
simple.
believes he can get there. And you know what? It's nice to hear some belief from him. Patrick Clark says, what is your record prediction? Patrick Clark, if you had your notifications turned on, you would have saw that I did a record prediction coming out this past week. But in case you missed it, not everyone could watch every video. I had them at 7-10. I had the Giants at 7-10. That was my official record prediction, Patrick, 7-10. With the Giants starting 2-0. I had the Giants starting 2-0 and going 7-10. Zane Warzone says Jones throws 2 tutties, 240 yards, 45 rushing. His ass mad. Y'all been talking. I hope so. Play mad. How about just play good? Just play good. That'd
Play
be awesome.
good, clean football.
I'm all, yeah, for real. Where's Double R? Double R's a busy man. He's a busy man. He said he'll be there week 1. I'm going to hold him to it. He's just a busy guy. This guy traveling the world. He blesses us with his presence plenty. Coop, how are we looking on the number of questions?
We're good.
We're good?
Good.
All righty, let's dive into this mailbag. We're officially at $280 in Super Chats. If we get to 500 today, I get to play Patrick Seatman live on the channel in Madden. Giants-Vikings, Week 1 preview. I'm going to cook him. I want you guys to see it. Got a ways to go. We're 220 away. We're more than halfway there. And I believe in them. Let's talk about it. You can almost taste it. Game day is right around the corner. Giants, Vikings, Week 1. I cannot wait. We've got a mailbag coming up on today's show. If you want to be featured on our mailbag, you got to be a subscriber. So make sure you are subscribed. Go down right now and hit that big red sub button. And I'll say this. If you want to beat the Vikings, subscribe to the channel. And if you are subscribed to the channel, give me a big blue in the chat right now. Because there's going to be Vikings fans trying to own our chat in this show. Nicole O'Brien coming in with the first question of $5 Super Chat. Shout out to Nicole. Says, call me crazy, but I wanted our running back, Dante Miller, to return kicks. I'm not going to call you crazy. You talk about the speed. You talk about how explosive he is. Yeah, I would have liked to seen that. Maybe we do see that down the line, but he is on the practice squad right now, and it would probably take an injury to Singletary, Gray, or Tracy to see running back Dante Miller be elevated to the active roster. K. Brown, $5 Super Chat. Thank you for the love. Says, How do you feel about Isaiah Simmons' rookie prediction for Nabers with DJ being the QB? Love the channel. Thank you for the love. The predictions Isaiah Simmons has for Malik Nabers in his rookie year are sky high. And that tells me that he has been impressing all of his Giants teammates in practices. He said that he's looking for 1,500 yards, and I think 12 touchdowns and just 3 drops. Just give me 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns, and I will be more than happy. But I think that type of prediction from a veteran in Simmons tells you how much of an impact and how much of a strong impression that Nabers has made early on in his tenure with Big Blue. Hi, with a question coming up. Shout out to Hi. Says, how much yards passing do you think DJ will have week 1? It's a good question. I'm going to see if there is some bets out there, some prop bets for week 1. That way I can give you guys an over-under on this. Passing yards is set at 214.5. It's low. Give me the over. Give me the over on 214. You decide in the chat. Over, under 214.5 passing yards for Daniel Jones. I'll take the over. I think he's going to have a pretty solid game. It'll be tough against Brian Flores, but some chunk plays to Nabers, Hyatt, and Slayton. That's going to put the New York Giants back on track. As Mr. Rick coming in with a $100 super chat. Shout out to Mr. Rick, the founding father of this channel. Mr. Rick, we love you. We appreciate you. I asked him what he was having for dinner. He says, linguine with white clams. Marty interrupted my dinner. Caught the clams myself. Jersey Shore living. When I grow up, I want to be Mr. Rick. That's who I want to be. A season ticket holder, living life in Jersey Shore, and hanging out with the cool pool ladies because they seem very nice. NYG all day. Coming in with the question, Marsh, do you think the Giants have a chance this year? I do think the Giants have a chance to be competitive. Now, if you're talking about the playoffs, it's a different story. How did the Giants make the playoffs? You need to have the best year of Daniel Jones' career. If Daniel Jones plays his best football, you put yourself in a spot to be successful. You need to have a top 10 defense. You need Burns, you need Dexter Lawrence, and you need Kayvon Thibodeau to be a 3-headed pass rush. Malik Nabers needs to be the best offensive player coming out of this draft class. You also need the offensive line that gave up 85 sacks last year to be top half in the NFL. And you need to score touchdowns in the red zone. The Giants had the 30th ranked red zone touchdown percentage in 2023. They were terrible. Bad teams score field goals in the red zone. Good teams score touchdowns in the red zone. Giants were a good team in 2022. They had the 5th best red zone offense. Get back to scoring touchdowns in the red zone. DJ career year, top 10 defense. Malik Nabers, offensive rookie of the year. Offensive line improves. Yeah, you could be playing some meaningful football games as the schedule comes to a close, but you need all of these things to happen. Who do you got, though, in week 1? Week 1 is right around the corner. Who do you got? NYG, MIN. Which team's going 1-0? Let me know. Joey DeLuca says, Marsh, do you think Danny Dimes will have a breakout season this year for us? Breakout? No. Do I think that he could have his best season in the NFL? I do. Because, with all due respect, the bar for what he's done has been set pretty low. But he needs to be better than what he's been the last 2 years. His big-time throw percentage ranks at the bottom of the NFL. His turnover-worthy plays, he needs to be smarter with the football. His average depth of target ranked 40th and 39th the last 2 years. He needs to push the ball down the field more. Like if Daniel Jones comes out and has the best year of his career, if he comes out and he takes care of the football and he hits on big plays and he's not scared to throw the ball down the field and he gets the ball to Nabers early and often, then yeah, maybe that is a breakout. But man, the only way Daniel Jones is back with the Giants next year if it's a breakout year. And even then, I just don't know. I'll be rooting for him, but I can't lie to you. I don't believe in him as a franchise quarterback. But I'll be rooting for him to prove me wrong because that's how I roll. I'm a Giants fan. Not a Daniel Jones hater, just a Giants fan. I think what's best for them is to move on, but he's got an opportunity, one last one, to prove people right or prove people wrong. We'll find out. Make sure you are hooked up with our proud sponsor, Game Time, the best ticketing app in the game. Because what time is it? It's game time, baby, as we are just a couple days away from kickoff. If you want to get last-minute tickets to Giants-Vikes, You want to catch the Yankees or the Mets before the summer's over, or you want to get ready for the NBA season. Whether you're a Nets fan or a Knicks fan, get your tickets at Game Time. Last-minute tickets, flash deals, views from the seats, and the lowest price guaranteed. Game Time also has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite team play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Also, make sure that when you're looking to buy your tickets, you're doing it with the all-in pricing feature set to on. That way, if you see a concert and it's 3 tickets for $100, you pay $100 for 3 tickets. That way you don't get smacked upside the head by a lot of checkout fees and fees for this and fees for that at checkout. Game Time, they take care of their customers. They look out for their customers, and that's why I am a customer for life. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase where terms to apply. Nope. What up? Are we cooked if Banks goes out? I'm a Banks stan, but we might be cooked with him and definitely cooked without him. If Deonte Banks is hurt, if that's what you're saying, yeah, the Giants are going to be in a little bit of trouble. Look, it's very important for Deonte Banks to continue to develop and be better than what he was last season. Like, yes, he was a rookie last year. Now he's entering his second year. And you need some of these draft picks for Joe Shane to start hitting. Like, if Deonte Banks takes a step and Adoree Jackson can get back to a fraction of what he was in 2022, the Giants will be fine at the corner position. I think Flott can be a backup. I think Phillips is going to play all right as a rookie. I think McLeod can be a supplementary piece. But, yeah, it's very important for Deonte Banks to improve. Because if he does not, then you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, as it looks like you could have missed on another first-round pick. But he needs to improve. I think he will improve. I believe in the player. I believe in the talent. I think he's going to be all right. I do. David, my man, $5 super chat. Thank you, David. Is it just me that feels like we have a better roster than in 2022? Giants can for sure go out there and impress. I would say the Giants roster is better than 2022. Obviously, no Saquon Barkley. You replace him with Devin Singletary. Your offensive line is much better, though. Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, John Michael Schmitz, Greg Van Roten, and Jermaine Illuminor. This is the best offensive line the Giants have had heading into week 1 since Eli Manning was under center. I also think your playmakers are better. Malik Nabers would have been the best receiver on that team. You've got an older Darius Slayton. You've got an older Wan'Dale Robinson. You've added Jalen Hyatt. You've got an older Daniel Bellinger. You've added Theo Johnson. Like, yes, your team did get better. But at the end of the day, it matters what you do on Sundays. Do you take care of the football? Do you play complementary football? Are you scoring touchdowns in the red zone? Are you settling for field goals? Is Daniel Jones taking care of the ball? Like, talent only gets you so far. You got to play the game the right way. Giants played the game the right way in 2022. I'd say they were better roster-wise in 2023. But they didn't play the game the right way, and that's why they were one of the worst teams in the NFL. Yeah, they've got a chance to be better. I think they have more talent. But let's see them go win some football games. That 2022 team, they played with heart. They played with grit. They never quit. Let's see if this team can mimic that. Throwing shade. What's up? Ashton Genty, Boise State running backs, expect to be a mid-first-round pick in 2025. So the Giants consider those Saquon. I do not believe you should ever take a running back in the first round. Like, I just don't. I just don't think you should ever take a running back in the first round. There are more important positions to attack with that pick. Go give me another corner. Go give me a guard. Go give me a pass rusher. Go get me a safety. Go give me another receiver if you lose Slayton. Like, I can't draft another running back in round 1. Maybe just take a running back every year in round 4. And then the good ones hit and they'll emerge. But nah, because I just don't believe in that. I don't believe you can do that. Polar Bear, what's up, bro? Is 7-10 enough to save Dabes or Jones? Well, I don't think Brian Dable needs saving for his job. Like, it's been 2 years. He got to the playoffs once. And another time he did not. I don't think Brian Dable is coaching for his life this year. But if the Giants go out and they're the worst team in the NFL, there needs to be an evaluation. 7-10 is not enough to save Daniel Jones' job. I legitimately think the only way that Daniel Jones is back with the Giants in 2025 is if the Giants make the playoffs or if in Week 18 they're competing to make the playoffs. Even if they lose Week 18 and they miss the playoffs, I still think they can move on. But no, 7-10 is not enough for Daniel Jones to keep his job, in my opinion. And I don't think Brian Daboll's job needs saving. Just get better. Just keep improving. Keep improving. Sean Ashton. Marsh, am I crazy for just wanting to start DeVito or Locke and tank for the top pick to grab our new franchise quarterback? Are you crazy? No. But I just can't. I can't do it. I can't ever root for Giants losses. Would it have been better for the Giants to probably lose out last year with Tommy DeVito? Yeah, because then you could have got a quarterback. But who knows what that quarterback's going to hit? Just me, personally, I can't get up here and root for Giants losses. That just goes against everything I believe in. How I was raised to be a Giant fan, what it means. Like, I understand that losing in the NFL gets you a higher pick. I just can't root for the team to lose. Like, I'm just not. Maybe week 18 and the first pick's on the line, then sure. But I'm not starting Tommy DeVito week 1 and hoping we lose. Like, you only get 17 of these games a year. Anything can happen. Let's see, and let's go roll the dice. My question to you before we bounce on out of here on this Giants mailbag. 6.5 wins for the Giants this year. That is what the total is set at for Big Blue by the odds makers out west. Over, under, let me know your thoughts. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We put out free, informative, entertaining updates every day. And we are going to be live on the channel an hour before kickoff on Sunday when the Giants go and beat the Vikings. Best watch party on YouTube. Be there or be square. See ya. Let's go Big Blue. Jesse Wadler, a $5 super chat. This channel feels extremely professional. What is your elevator pitch on how you got into this field? I asked my dad when I was growing up, how did the people on SportsCenter get that job? Told me I had to go to Syracuse. I did not go to Syracuse. But I went to the University of North Texas, and I got a broadcast journalism degree.
Go Mean Green.
Huh?
Go Mean Green.
Go Mean Green. Then I started covering high school football here in Texas. Then I saw Chat Sports had an opening to be hired. I applied, got the job, and then 6 months later, I was starting this channel. So the way I got here, followed my dream of wanting to talk sports for a profession and getting paid to do so.
Hard work.
That is where hard work, talent, and the support of you guys. Like, if I didn't have the support of y'all, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Like, I could come up here and have a great hairline and say great things, but if you guys didn't support it and you didn't embrace me, I wouldn't be able to live out the dream. So for that, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Y'all are the real ones.
You did forget about the peak.
The peak, I mean, you're going with the peak, you're going to be successful. You absolutely are. As we got a 3-point goal, Corinne Terrier, Mom, bang, bang, CTM, the GOAT, the Queen of New York Giants, now by Chat Sports. Give me some CTMs.
Let's go.
In the chat, I need all 220 people to give me a CTM in the chat. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Corinne, we love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Every time someone comes in the chat on this channel, just type out CTM and thank you. She is the mod for this chat. She is the only mod for this chat. And that is because she has earned it. I think there have been, in almost 4 years of me doing this channel, I bet I can count on 2 hands how many live shows she has missed and how many VODs, videos on the channel, she has missed. She watches everything. She's always comments. She's always spreading positivity. She is the team mom of this channel. Corinne, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always, always, always embrace us. And I hope that you feel us embracing you. We love you. Thank you. And anytime you see her in the chat, just type CTM and thank you because she is awesome. She is awesome. And then Marty, he sent a 50, he sent 100, and he sent a 10. He said the finishing touch. That is $500 in super chats, which means the game of the century is happening.
It's on.
Marsh, Seeps, Giants, Vikes, Madden, live on the channel tomorrow.
I got Malik Nabers.
I will be forcing
200
the
yards.
football to Malik Nabers.
As you should.
Unbelievable.
I think Seeps owes a boot, by the way.
Seeps does owe a boot.
I don't know where he is. He isn't responding to my slacks.
Mine either, baby. What's he doing? Filming the Lakers?
He actually is, I think, because we have to get
Oh, my goodness.
You want me to go get some tools?
Yeah, see where he's at, and we'll do that. Tomorrow, though, 5 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go live on the channel. We'll talk week 1. We'll talk Vikes. We'll talk Giants. And then we are going to play Madden live. I think it'd be cool for us to see the players on the Vikings, hear from Seeps' perspective. I know you guys like Seeps a lot. He produced this show for over 2 years. We've already played 2 times. He won the first game. He also played as J.J. McCarthy, who was hurt. No injured players are playing this time. The players on the field will be the players on the field on Sunday. But Marquise Phillips says, how solid is our punt return team? I think it could be all right. We got a new special teams coordinator. I'm expecting for Gunnar Olszewski to be out there. All I care about on punt return is just catch the football. I don't care about the return. Just catch the ball and don't fumble and don't give it back to him. Because I've seen Richie James, Adoree Jackson, and Sterling Shepard and Eric Gray fumble punts too often. Just catch the ball. I almost believe you should just let that piece roll. Like, that way you risk nothing. Nicole says, Marsh, what will it take to re-sign Slayton? It's a great question. I think it's going to be dependent on what he does this year, Nicole. Like, if Slayton goes out and goes for 800, 900 yards, then we could be looking at $10 million a year potentially for Darius Slayton. He's only 27 years old. There's a lot of tread left on those tires. You want to grab me one of those? Yeah. I told him we'd race. Unbelievable. It's going to depend on what he does, Nicole. Like, he goes out and has another great year, value goes up. He goes out and struggles, I don't think he'll even be on this team next year. Like, at some point, you got to prioritize the development of Jalen Hyatt. Like, at some point. And as long as Slayton, Robinson, and Hyatt, Slayton, Nabers, and Hyatt are on this team, gosh dang it, I can't even speak. Slayton, Nabers, and Robinson are on this team. They're going to be playing ahead of Jalen Hyatt, and I don't know how he's going to be able to develop. But you also don't take good football players off your team to develop unknown people who, at this point, that is Jalen Hyatt.
The speed of Hyatt's intriguing.
It is intriguing. It is. Got to be used successfully. Rob Jigga, my man, what's up, Rob? He says, let's do this. Grande Azul. Never quit. Big Blue all day. Seeps is going down. What's your score prediction for the Madden game tomorrow? I think we go 7 minutes, no Excel clock. Real true game feel.
7 minutes. That's
real true game
a grind.
Feel. A real game feel. We're both going to have opportunities. We don't have to come out slinging it around. I'm going to establish that ground game. Motor Singletary down your throat.
I'm going to go 33-30, walk off.
33-30, walk off for the Vikes.
No double doink.
Will someone miss a PAT? Yeah. We do not kick PATs well.
I take that back. 31-30.
31-30, miss PAT. Unbelievable. Razor Shockwave, $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. So I'm going to the game, row 4 behind the Giants. Enjoy it, man. That's awesome. Have a lot of fun. Be loud. And if you have to cuss someone out, do it if they definitely do deserve it. Rich P. My man Rich P. He was the winner of our jersey raffle from the Week 3 game against the Jets. Rich P., your jersey has been placed. And he says, hey, guys, let's go Giants. Shout out to Rich P. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. I thought it was unfair that James Yoder set the super chat total at 500, but we got there. And
when he sets lofty goals, we exceed them.
How did I cheat in the one-on-one basketball game? Unbelievable. Mr. Rick, you didn't think that I could beat him in hoops. No one thought. No one gave me a shot.
They're saying you cheated?
Only thing
I have been getting that a little bit.
Is that Seeps or Sam Darnold? You kind of do look a little bit like Sammy.
You just gave him some buckets?
Cooked him. Beat him by 2. All right. Josh says true. Don't doubt the peak, Mr. Rick. Don't ever doubt the peak. Like, come on. Seeps his toothpicks. Yeah, he could. Oh, and we were unbelievably hungover.
Who you got? S for Seeps, M for Marsh. Who you got? Put it in the comments right now. Maya says, "What's up, Patty Seepsman, and also Marshy Green?"
What's up, Myers? Cheers. Here we go.
Here we go. Everyone type their answers in the chat. It looks like Marsh has an early lead. Seeps is gaining some ground, though. Oh, I think Seeps might win. He's at the bubble. He doesn't know how to turn it, though. Marsh is leaking. There's leakage on Marshall Green's boot. And he's laughing, but I think Marsh is going to win. And he does. And he does.
You can't say there's leakage. Unbelievable. Corinne, I don't just hate to lose.
You don't lose.
I never lose.
Never lost.
Oh, that was brutal. I'm not in boot shape. I am not in boot shape.
Ooh.
Is that fruit punch? Is that fruit punch?
What are the Giants fans' score predictions?
Drop your
Rick says your guys are going to win.
Drop your score prediction in the chat right now. Score predictions in the chat right now. Nice world, what up? How did I didn't spill at all. I didn't spill at all. My shirt would have a stain on it.
It does.
That's sweat because I'm putting in that work. 23-16. 40-0. 72-0. 24-10. 21-17. 32-28. A lot of points. 28-7. 21-10. 28-21. 1,000-2.
Is Mr. Rick the biggest DJ hater on earth?
Truther.
Truther.
He said if DJ throws a pick 6, there will be an old man running on the field.
And it'll be him?
I don't know who it will be, but he said old man. 31-16. Seeps knows it's rap. Seeps, this is what I will say Seeps knows, and he knows this for a fact. If the Vikings lose to the Giants, they will start 0-8.
Is that true?
I know. I'm serious. Our schedule, it goes Texans. Or no, it goes Niners, Texans, Packers, Jets, Rams, Lions, and then another good team.
You will lose.
Yeah,
I think this is the first time in NFL history that's a must-win in Week 1
For both teams.
For both
Yes.
teams. Both teams. Because you get Vikings, then Commanders, then you have an extremely tough schedule. It's unbelievable. Like, come on, Marsh. You saw through score of my game the Giants are cooking in that. They are. They are. We also... Should I just bring in the box? I don't know if I'm a PS4 guy. Bring in the box.
PS4.
I'll get it set up to where we have the correct rosters.
Well, yeah, all right.
This guy wants to use injured
I
players.
just want to use
He wanted to use JJ is who he wanted to use.
Should Patrick Seaman be allowed to use
No.
injured
No,
players?
no.
Okay, about to
Yeah,
say.
no.
This kid wants a participation.
You guys aren't going on the PS5?
We're both Xbox guys.
Oh, that's true.
We're both Xbox guys. I'll get it like in a franchise. That way it's like the only 52 players on the team.
Simply the NFC North is way better than the NFC East.
That's weird because
Really?
Yes, really.
No.
Your top two teams are not as good as they were last year.
And they're still better than anybody in that fraudulent
No,
division.
the top two teams
Considering-
in our division is
That's a lie because I had the Lions going to the Super Bowl. So.
unbelievable.
Packers just smoked the Cowboys.
Jordan Love luck.
Crimea River. We play Philly twice and Dallas every year and the NFCs.
Corinne's missing the stream tomorrow?
She'll watch it. She will find a way to either watch it live or watch it again. Which is crazy because she just super chat $100 to make it happen. Corinne, we love you. Rob says, hey, legit question to Seeps. Is Addison suspended the first few weeks? No, he's not.
He's playing.
He is playing. There's been a lot of talk that he's suspended. He will play.
He should have his license taken away, that's for sure.
Gilly! What's up, Gilly? F the Vikes. I hear you. I'm with you. F Seeps, too. Neighbors about the day Marshy breaks the news that Daniel Jones has been cut, I'll super chat $1,000 American dollars.
I'm there.
We'll be here. We'll be here. Oh, man. All righty. We are going to sign off on today's show. We are going live tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk preview first. Giants, 5 reasons they'll win. Vikings, 5 reasons they will win. It'll obviously be not true. Patrick Seaton will come up with those.
Maya says, sorry, Patty Seepsman, but F the Vikings.
I love Maya's.
Maya's is awesome.
Rob says, wait, guys, what jerseys are you both wearing Sunday? My jersey is a surprise. My jersey is a surprise because there's about only an 85% chance that it shows up in time. It's supposedly already in Dallas. So I should get it by then.
You should.
But it is a surprise. If that jersey does not come in, I don't know what jersey I am going to wear.
The other jersey?
Yeah. I don't know what other jersey I would wear. I could go...
The other new one. That's not a week 1 jersey.
Only reason I say no to that is because it could look like a Vikings shirt.
Yes, true.
It could look like
could.
one. Would it be bad if I just wore a Giant shirt? Because I did buy a Giant shirt to wear week 1.
Oh, I think it has to be the Thibodeau.
I was going to do the red Giant shirt because they're wearing red jerseys.
They are wearing red? They brought him back? the best unis.
The 100-year red.
Oh, those are garb.
Rob Simpy, the LSU one, I've thought about that, but it could look like a Vikings jersey to somebody. It could. TBD. But if my jersey that I ordered showed up in time, it's going to be so sick. It's going to be so sick. I'm worried it's going to be a little big, but it is what it is. Seriously, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. Honestly, can't wait to the stream tomorrow. I know that's going to be a lot of fun. The people that actually love this channel because of me, because of Seeps and Coop and all like the actual personalities. You guys are going to love tomorrow's show. We'll be talking noise. I'll be trash talking Seeps. It's going to be a blast. 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We will be live. UPS hates me, Rob. UPS hates me. 5 p.m. tomorrow, live on the channel. I'm going. No, Mr. Rick. You're going naked with Melissa. You're going naked with Melissa.
Whoa!
We love you guys. We'll see y'all later. Let's go, Big Blue.
Peace.